What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Backstage with BeU. Today on the show, we have up-and-coming artist Moonlander. How we doing today, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? I appreciate you letting me come on here and be weird with you. That's sick.
Of course, man. Excited to have you on, man. I know we got a lot of exciting things to talk about today. But let's start off with your story, man. You know, how you got into music.
Let's start off, like I just said, anyone watching this, don't laugh at my beard. You'll see if you watch my music video coming up next week, you'll understand why I shaved it. So I normally don't look this terrible, but basically, bro, so I've been doing music since I was 13. Like I started in 8th grade. I basically just I feel like I don't know about you maybe, but mostly like anyone wants to like be a rapper. Like just like, even if it's not serious or anything, like you'd want to rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So when I was just 13, like, I was hanging with my boys, and my friend, he already like made music at the time. So we're just like 8th grade chilling. We were at my dad's house, and he brought his stuff over, and he's like, let's make a song tonight. And like, this is before you get like drunk or like anything like that. So it's like just like pure little kids having fun type stuff.
Exactly.
We made that night a remix to Kanye West song. Literally terrible. I remember I was just writing bars. I said something like, I'm so fresh and so clean, OxyClean, or something stupid on like that. But I don't know, just like I feel like that night I was like, bro, this is sick. Like, and so I just started like, I got my first mic for Christmas. My dad got me a mic, and I would just start making music, bro, and it was terrible. I went under the name Lil Pickles. That was my name because my name's Dylan, so like Dill Pickles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was my first name. Obviously, like, even before I even got out of 8th grade, like, that name just wasn't it. Obviously, like, that's just a joke as it is. And I was a joke also, so it's, like, double the joke. So I was just like, dang, like, I need a kick-ass name. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, my middle name's, like, Houston. So my boys would always be like, Houston, we have a problem, like, space stuff. And I was, like, super big into, like, Kid Cudi.
Right.
So I remember I had to do like a project in 8th grade where you had a baby, like it was like a robot baby. Right. You had to take care of it for the weekend. Like it would just randomly cry during the night to like show you, I guess, what like being a dad is or whatever. So I wanted something like funny. So I looked up like worst baby names, and Moonlander was on that list, and I was just like, I'm going with that. So that's where I got the name. That's how I started it up, and yeah, it's pretty sick, I guess.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you mentioned that, you know, Kid Cudi is someone that you kind of looked up to and you kind of listened to that's influenced you. Who are some other artists that have, you know, influenced your music style? Or just got you know?
Yeah. I just remember, like, obviously when I started, I remember, like, Akon Smack That. That song, like, stuck to me, like, so hard because it was so, like, beautiful, like, singing, but then Eminem would come in like, da-da-da-bang on it, and it was like, oh. So I remember I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to have like a mixture of both.
Absolutely.
So I was big on that. Like T-Pain was like my number one. He was always sick. Then like recently, like no cap, like Charlie Puth goes hard.
He does, bro, for sure.
Yeah, he goes hard. So Charlie Puth is like my number one. Like I just think he doesn't make really a bad song. Like even if it's not like a hit, it's just like one of those guys. Like I'm like, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, he's so musically talented too. Like he's insane.
You like him?
Yeah, I fuck with him. He's dope.
Yeah, you gotta listen to the voice notes because it's, I don't know, it's just, I think it's hard.
Like behind the scenes, like footage of him like creating like sounds and stuff, and like he's like unreal. His ear for music is crazy.
Yeah, I know. He's like a wizard.
Yeah, he's insane, man. So, you know, what does your creative process look like when you're making music?
So basically now, I mean, when I like started, obviously I was just said like it wasn't good at all. So like there was just like I got to a point where like I've always wanted to be like famous. Like ever since I was like a little kid, I was like, why wouldn't you want to be famous? Like that's sick. You know what I'm saying? Like watch Nickelodeon, a little orange carpets, the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award, and I'd be like, that looks so sick. So I always wanted to do that, and obviously before I made music, I wanted to be like a comedian because I'm like kind of funny and goofy. And I'd always win like class clown awards in elementary school. It doesn't matter. Like I couldn't have been that funny, but So I was like, I used to always be like, I'm gonna be on SNL. Like, that was my biggest, like, since day one, I was like, I'm gonna be on SNL.
Right.
So now, to go back to your thing, I was saying I had to like change my creative process like 1,000 times just because no one like ever told me like everything I did was like on my own. So obviously it was bad in the jump. Like I was doing stuff, but I thought it was sick. Like my songs were terrible. I can send you some songs. We can listen to them and laugh at them.
Right.
Of me in 8th grade, like rapping. I'm just like,
Under dill pickle.
I mean, they're deleted now. I had to delete them, but I have them all. So we could laugh together. But
Sure.
I don't know. I just had to learn. Like I feel like over the years, like I had to figure out like, wow, this isn't actually great, because when I was in 8th grade making the stuff that was terrible, like I genuinely thought it was like sick. I was like, oh, I'm so good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
this is so good.
Right.
I listen back to it now. I'm like, I can't even. I'm cringing.
Right.
So
Right.
now we got to a point where basically like I just go into the studio. Here, I could probably show you. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna unconnect this. Okay, got that. And let's see if you can see. So this is my studio right here. I'm at like my desk right now.
Dope.
I got some more like, I'm really big into like rugs and stuff.
Are those rugs on the wall?
Yeah, those are all rugs on the wall.
Sick.
And then it's hard to flip, but over there in that little booth area, that's where I record. That's just some other stuff on the wall. So
Your little man cave, bro.
yeah, you gotta have a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's better at night because I got the stars on the walls and the lights. I wish I could cover my face so I don't see my hairless face, but I just go in there now.
Too, bro?
What'd you say?
Yeah, you behind you on the wall too, like a rug.
Yeah, that's like my album cover. It's like Houston '97. So I just go in there now. Like any song I do, I just freestyle like a beat, and I just vibe with it. And then I have like over like 1,000 terrible rough drafts. And like when I do a rough draft, I'll like go in there and like put the auto tune on like T-Pain style.
Right.
And I'll just like mumble stuff. I like won't do anything. Just kind of like focusing on like my melodies.
For sure.
And then I just have like a crew with me, and like we're just like they obviously like know my sound, so I'll just be like, yo, what do y'all think of this rough draft? And then it's like I could show you too, like from the start of like one of my songs, like it's like like it'll be like that, but then they're like, yeah, that's it. It's just something that like clicks. We just know like it's either hot or not, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. 100%.
Sorry, I go like 1,000 different stories in one. Like
Nah, bro, say it all, bro. Release it all, bro. So I know you were talking earlier about how you just finished wrapping up a music video, or you're shooting one earlier.
Yeah.
You have a lot of exciting things coming up. I saw you're in the lineup for Breakaway Fest.
Hard.
Super sick, dude. And then you also have a new album titled Moon 21 coming out pretty soon. So, you know, tell us all about that.
So sick. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, sweet. So
yeah,
you out there?
Now.
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, Charlotte's
So,
sick. It's a dope city.
not as cool as Florida, but yeah, bro. So basically, kind of like what I was just saying is like everything I do is like trial and error. So I do something, like if it doesn't work, I'll see what does work, keep it, drop it, like do all new stuff. So my last album, I just had like gotten off a tour with a dude named Kid Quill, and
Dude,
I
Kid
kinda-
Quill's hard.
yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
And so I had to plug my computer back in. But so I came back, and like at that point, like I had like had my songs at like my auto-tune level was super hard. Like just like T-Pain is a mother suck. So and I thought it was like, what? I think the dog, hey!
What
I think
happened?
the dog just destroyed something. Something just fell.
Your
Okay,
dog?
all right. Got 2 dogs. I guess they just destroyed the crib. But so what was I saying? I lose my train of thought. But I got off the tour. I had my auto tune up. I dropped this whole album. Thought it was dope. Everyone listens to it, and then like my close like inner circle, they're like, bro, like I think it would be sick if you like take the auto tune down. Like you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
your voice is nice. Like it's unique. You don't need the auto tune. And I'm like, dang, like, because I'm like a coachable person. Obviously, I'm trying to be like the best I can be.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I was just like, y'all could have told me that before I dropped it. Like, because I'm showing every song before, and they're just like, oh, this is so hard. I mean, they're still dope songs, but
Yeah.
obviously looking back now, I'm like,
Why don't y'all
and I'll
jump
send you
before?
yeah, I'll send you some new stuff. It's like I took all like most of the auto tune away, just keeping it like chill and natural.
Right.
So Nova.
Maybe we get the dogs in the interview.
I heard her whine, making sure she's live. You good? She good. So basically, my thing right now, I got an album, Moon 21. I'm like big into albums, even though they suck, because every time you drop an album, like especially being like not super hot right now, obviously not a lot of people are listening start to finish.
Right.
But also like I look at like albums as like true like a timepiece. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Sure,
shows
yeah.
like my growth. It shows like what I was going through in that time. So it's like right now I'm targeting like having an album, but having like 5 singles and 8 songs on the album. That way they can be like everyone hears every song.
So like you're
And
gonna
then-
drop 5 singles and then drop the album with the 8 songs.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that way, like when the album drops, it'll be like 3 songs you haven't heard, but if
Right.
not, you already heard the 5 other ones.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm doing right now with the 5 songs. I'm also like, it's kind of like annoying because like even out there, I was talking to my boy, I was like, I don't even want to be filming this video because I'm just like, it's so much work. But also like
Yeah.
I love looking back and like people love videos, you know, like
Sure, yeah.
especially if you're like looking at a new artist, like you're gonna YouTube them, like
Yeah.
you want to see their
absolutely.
face.
Yeah.
So I did like a bunch of music videos with my other album, and then on this one I'm gonna do 5 music videos for that too. So I'm just trying to go like steady
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
content.
You're going crazy with it.
Yeah. So
So when's Breakaway Fest?
so that's in October. It's literally like 2 minutes away from my house. Like outside I can see like the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
That's dope.
So it's not even in Charlotte, it's in Concord, which is where I live and like where I
Right.
grew up, went to school and stuff. So it's like kind of like full circle and like dope just to be like in the city. Like I posted like I used to ride the bus every day and see the speedway. Never thought I'd be like performing.
Yeah.
You know?
You have all your hometown friends show out too. Like,
Yeah.
like a big reunion thing. That's pretty sick. Is
I
that
mean,
your-
it's What'd you
Go
say?
ahead.
I was gonna say it's funny how like I'm having a show like in 2 weeks, right? Or next Friday I'm having a show in Charlotte, just my own like hometown show. But it's so funny to like see like when I drop the Breakaway stuff, how many people are like, I'm gonna come and support. I'm like, why can't you support me in my own show? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like They all- everyone wants you when you're doing something dope, but don't really care when you're just on that low.
You're not wrong, bro.
Yeah.
You're spinning
It
facts.
sucks, but it's funny to see like how many like people were in my DMs like, bro, like, oh yeah, that's sick. Like,
Yeah, they come around once they see success, bro. That's why you gotta keep your
Yeah.
circle pretty small, unfortunately. But it is what it is, bro. So is this your first like major festival?
no, so I also have a festival I'm doing in Nashville called Blended Fest. It's with like Bryce Vine, Little John, and Cascade are like the 3 top people.
That's dope.
So I'm doing that in Nashville, and I did Charlotte's Breakaway in 2018. So
Damn.
it was when I had like, I didn't have a man bun yet. I literally was like trying to grow it out. So I kind of had like an afro,
Right.
and it was just, I was like the first person to go on. It was literally terrible. It was like 200 people were there. It was just kind of awkward, but
You had a fun time though.
oh, of course. I thought it was like the biggest thing ever. I'm like, oh, because I got to open up for like Juice WRLD and Machine
Wow.
Gun Kelly, Lil Pump,
It's a solid lineup. Right?
Wiz Khalifa. Like,
Yeah.
that was sick. But I don't know. It's just like there's all levels to the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, like even back then I thought like I was like awesome, you know? But then I'm looking back now and I'm like, ugh. Like I wish no one ever saw that, and I'm glad more people weren't there because that was terrible.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. 100%.
I'm gonna turn this off. But
No, you're good. So bro, it seems like you have like a lot of like wisdom that you've built up over the past couple years. And
I got wisdom. I got stories to share. You know what I'm saying?
Good stories, bro. And I'm also wondering, you know, what's some advice that you would have for a young artist?
Ooh. My thing is, for me, I feel like a lot of people is like, I can only like respect you as much as you respect yourself.
True.
Like for me, it's like so many people are like showing me songs or something, anything like, it's not like I'm down to listen all the time. Like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But it's also like I'm willing to help people that are like serious, like for real, not just like some people won't even call out of like their like a not even it's not a 9 to 5, just like their part-time job, like for like a show opportunity. Like for me, like I've had over 17 jobs. Like if I had an opportunity, like that job was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like
right away, 100%.
yeah. So it's just like stuff like that is like, if you love it, you got to go all in. So that would be my advice, because it's just like, stop. But yeah, I would just say, like, if you love it, you got to go all in, because people are only going to take you as serious as you take yourself. And it's like, even now, like, I don't feel like a bunch of people see like my true vision, but also I think people have like see that I see it, and that, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what like brings me to like certain opportunities and stuff.
For sure, 100%, because they believe in you. You know, maybe they don't have a vision, but they believe in you, and obviously it's gonna come true. Before I ask that question, were you about to share like a story or something?
What about what?
I don't know. You're like, I got so many stories. I don't know if you're gonna share something.
I mean, I just have stories, bro. I've been doing this like by myself literally since I was 13. Like I've been like said no to 1,000 times, like been like screwed 1,000 times, like, but also like people got to know, like sometimes for me it's like I'm so smart that I let people think I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to get like screwed, and sometimes you got to get like walked over, but like that's how you get like to your next step, because you're really using them. They think they're using you, but you're using them.
Absolutely, bro. It's reverse psychology right there.
Yeah.
Have them underestimate you. And
it's crazy, but
what advice do you give to your younger self then?
I don't even know, bro, because not even in like the most like non-cocky ways. Like I said, like I've always just like truly like, I don't know, I feel like I was born different. Like I've met so many people with just like, they just don't have like, I say like a lot, by the way. We can have a little meter up here, but
you're good. Yeah, right.
They don't have like the confidence or just the self. Like I just like love myself in like a confident way. Like where it's just like, I told someone like, bro, Kanye West could come to me and be like, you're terrible, you're trash, and like it really wouldn't change like one aspect of my work ethic, you know?
Absolutely, bro.
And like even like you said, my younger self, like even my younger self, obviously like the music didn't show for like how I felt about myself, and now like it is, which is sick. It's like the music talks also for itself. I don't have to talk anymore. But I don't know, I'm also like big into like, I don't like regret things. Like I believe like everything's supposed to happen for a reason. So if bad things happen, like I just instantly like turn it to a positive to be like, let's move on. Like we just learn from that, you know?
Yeah, I feel like you're very much your own person, and like you make your own decisions. So I feel like
I appreciate that.
By making your own decisions, you can kind of like live with the results, and like it's how you keep your confidence, you know?
You got to learn from everything. Like
absolutely. Especially
now, even that I'm still like up and coming, is like I love to fail, because it's like now I won't fail later on. It's like I just learn from that, you know?
100%. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more.
That's sick.
The last question I have to ask you, bro, is, you know, what do the next 2 to 3 years look like for you?
I look like I'm wearing a V-neck. So I'll give you like this is a little inside scoop. I like doing stuff like this. I don't do a lot of podcasts, but it's like I want this right here to be something like people look back in like 5 years and be like,
dude, for sure,
how did no one see him talking about this? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's kind of crazy. So basically, I'm working on these songs. I think they're really like some true bangs. I got 2 festivals already. I'm trying to get a couple more festivals lined up. So hopefully I'll at least have like 4 festivals this year. Trying to get on a tour, hopefully by fall. So tour is crucial.
Yeah, bro.
That's the biggest thing you need. And this is like super low key. Like I haven't told anyone. So my brother and my pops, they do like a house flipping thing. Right. And this is like the photo shoot I'm about to go do. And basically my brother, there's this guy like, I forgot his name. He does the show like Flipper Flop or something. I don't know if you know about HGTV or something like that.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's on HGTV. Yeah. It's like a guy, he's like, was married to this blonde girl, whatever. So like 8 months ago, he had posted like hey, like my company's looking for like new show ideas, like submit if you want to be in the show. So my brother did that, like didn't hear anything back, like never did anything like that. And ever since like COVID, I haven't obviously been making money like doing my shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So I started like locking in with them. Oh, voice crack. I started locking in with them, and I would do like just like yard work. Like I'll go under like the nasty stuff, like do the nasty, just all the nasty stuff, right?
Right.
Do the yard work, do some trimmings, whatever they need. I'm the just the overall man.
Yep.
And basically like this show, like they came and like interviewed us, and obviously like I feel like me and you had a great time right now. It's like they saw me and they were like, bro, like he's hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like,
We need
even on the interview, like they made us introduce ourselves. I was like, what up? Like sometimes I just like to be a clown. Like I'm like,
Yeah. I mean,
I was like,
no.
yeah, I was like, I'm Moonlander. I was like, soon to be famous pop star. Like that's what I like approached myself as.
Yeah.
And they like loved it. And basically we got down to like the bottom 10. And so then we had like a big executive meeting with like other like people. This is all like over Zooms and stuff.
Right.
Now like they basically like chose us to like be the show they're gonna pitch. So right now we're getting pitched to Netflix, HGTV, and like Hulu for like a house show. So I don't know, bro. I'm just again like I'm big on like things are supposed to happen, and that just kind of like fell in our lap.
Yeah.
So I kind of see like, regardless of like the music and stuff, I'm pretty sure like we're gonna have our own show, and then I think that's gonna like make my music go up, obviously, because I'll get like clout and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. I think that'd be like a crazy like just story to add. Like
Yeah, that's super exciting.
yeah, and they did like we had to do like videos and stuff, and like I don't know. We just had like I'm just like funny when I'm out there. It's like always disgusting. I'm just like oh like
Yeah.
what is this? Like I'm like holding like what looks like poop. I'm like what is this like?
Yeah.
And people like love it. So we'll see what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I'm gonna do this till I'm famous. My end goal, like I said, I'm gonna be on SNL. Except I want to be singing now, doing the
Yeah, exactly.
rapping thing on it. So
Yeah, and either that show's gonna spark your career a little bit, or your career is gonna spark the show. Either or.
regardless,
Like, it seems like it's both bound to happen.
Yeah,
So
that's sick.
that's super exciting stuff, man. Dude, I want to appreciate you for coming on the show today. I know you're super busy, so I appreciate your time. You're very much, your own person. You don't try to be anyone you're not. You are Moonlander, like that's who you are, and you don't try to fake it, bro. So that's something that's super commendable, and I'm excited to see, where your career takes you, man. It's super exciting stuff.
I had a great time, bro. I feel like we really chatted up quick. My voice hurts because I was going so in, but I feel like we didn't get to talk enough about you. But it's all right. We'll get it
It's all
going.
about you. Maybe we'll do an interview in like a year from now. And
Yeah, for real.
Where you're at, yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, man. It was great. Hit me if you need. I'm gonna send you some new stuff too. I want you to give me your feedback on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys want to see more Moonlander, you can follow him on Instagram at Moonlander Music. Is it the same for your Twitter?
It's everything.
All right, everything.
And
Moonlander.
you won't see me naked face anymore, guys. I promise you that. This is never going down again. Never going down again.
Absolutely, bro. Moonlander to the moon. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. You the man. Thank you, bro.